Hi there, I am Dr. Hannah Dudley-Shotwell, coming to you from Longwood University, where I am faculty in the Cormier Honors College. I'm here today to talk to you about my book, Revolutionizing Women's Healthcare, the Feminist Self-Help Movement in America. And thank you so much to Rutgers University Press for giving me this opportunity to chat about the book. So Revolutionizing Women's Healthcare is the story of a feminist experiment, the self-help movement. This movement arose out of women's frustration, anger, and fear for their own health. So they were tired of visiting doctors who saw them as silly little girls, tired of suffering shame when they asked for birth control. They were sick of seeking abortions in back alleys and holding little control over their reproductive lives. So mid-20th century women took action. They created self-help groups. That was the name that they chose, to examine each other's bodies and to read medical literature to learn more about their own bodies. They also founded and ran feminist clinics. They wrote books, they made movies, they undertook these large nationwide tours to share information about self-help. Some of them raided and picketed offending medical institutions where things that were happening kind of offended their feminist principles. Some performed their own abortions in a group for each other. Other women swore off pharmaceuticals, like during menopause, for example, and used more self-help methods to get through this experience. Lesbian women found at-home ways to get pregnant. They didn't have access to sperm banks, so they found ways to use donor insemination in their own homes. Black women used self-help to talk about how systemic racism affected their health. Native women tried to bring traditional and spiritual methods of healing to self-help and to tackle not only systemic racism but the legacy of colonialism in their daily lives. One group used self-help to deal with the rising AIDS crisis, particularly among Black women. The list of their methods goes on and on and on. And what was previously unexplored before this book is just how enormous this movement was and how diverse it was, how it was more than abortion, birth control, more than reproduction, but actually took on many, many forms in the hands of a lot of different groups of women. The book also touches on the ways that the feminist self-help movement still shapes medical care today, both mainstream and more alternative healthcare. Thank you so much for the opportunity to chat with you about my book. I hope you'll pick up Revolutionizing Women's Healthcare, the Feminist Self-Help Movement in America.